You tune into Raw Radio.
The world is yours.
Man, I can't stop listening to that AZ, man.
The new joint?
That shit's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I got a plug to him, though. Like I said, that's Meek's. She got a picture with her daughter, AZ holding her daughter, when they at their mother's crib. Like her brother, though, was doing real bad. Panama, P.I.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's doing real bad. He's in, I was telling her, if he can get down here, but he's an alcoholic,
yeah,
he can get down here. I said, yo, I got access, and I was like, yo, you get down here. I said, we can do a show. Like he's a legend in Queens. I'm like, yo, we can do a show. We call it Queens Get the Money.
Yeah, we can.
And we'll just feature everything Queens.
Y'all see that, right? You see that YouTube? All right, there you go.
Don't be biting.
Don't be biting. Don't bite. Don't bite. Somebody be like, oh, word, that's a dope idea. What did he say? Scroll back. Yeah,
forget it.
All right.
You did not hear anything which was said.
Back in studio, Lucky Luciano, aka Metric Sounds, with Josie Wells. This is Raw Radio, powered by Classic Hip Hop.
To us twice.
We were talking off the air.
Twice.
And folks be like, we might give up another idea, and folks are shark biting, in the words of Raekwon and Ghost on the purple tape. So you know who you are if you do, and you know where you got it first, all right?
A bit off Nas.
Yeah. A bit off Nas joint. You know what I mean? A bit off Nas. Let's get into the mailbag, where we always salute the contributions of our fans and the listeners around the world. Getting into the mailbag, if you want to drop a line, you can always follow us on Twitter at Raw Radio 1 and drop your questions there, or you can at me directly on Twitter at Metric Sounds. Or you can drop a line on the site, rawradio1.com, and the Speak Your Clout Speak Pipe inbox, not the crack pipe, Speak Pipe, right? Speak Your Clout Speak Pipe inbox, where you can drop in the message on your show. If the audio is cleaning up, I keep saying this over and over again because y'all be dropping the lines in there, but it be loud, and some folks be asking questions with the wind blowing when listening to the car. Yo, I'm like, I can't clean that up, yo. I mean, Gremlin looking like, yo, what's going on, man? Listen, just bring in your questions, get some clean audio like you're hearing in the studio, or just do a voice memo, man. You could drop a line. Speak Your Clout, Speak Pipe inbox on the Raw Radio 1 site, and you can just drop your lines and all that stuff, man. All right, let's get into some questions. So, as mentioned at the top of the show, if you miss any parts of the show, of course, you can subscribe to the Raw Radio EXP pod. We can catch up. At MStacks tables the question yet again. Should 50 Cent really be considered one of the top 10 MCs out of New York all time? I wouldn't say in depth, but my answer is no. But like we mentioned earlier, this question might be spawned because of clout. The question is, define MC in this situation. Wells went on record earlier saying that he should not be top 10 out of New York, let alone top 10 out of Queens, which I agree.
And this is the thing. I got nothing but love for
50.
We're
not. All right, so whoever's listening, we're not slouting 50. Calm down. Chill.
I admit,
just calm down.
Check it.
Right?
When 50 first came out,
Power of a dollar.
I was like,
Power of a dollar.
I was like, all right.
Power of a dollar.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even before with his mixtapes, but the more and more that I learned about 50, you know what I'm saying? Not the struggle part, but just 50, the human being, the person, today. Like, yo, I'll rock.
Yeah, I rock with 50.
I rock with 50.
I respect that.
But
no
as
doubt.
far as, when you're talking about MCs, and he'll probably even attest to this,
no.
although every MC is cocky, but he can attest to this. Coming out of Queens, man, that's
here we go.
LL. You got Nas. You got P.
Prodigy, for clarity.
You got
who?
What's my man?
Pharaoh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's 4 right there.
Yeah. Cool G-Rap.
G-Rap. What about G-Rap?
What about G-Rap though? We keep saying this on the show.
You know.
What about G-Rap?
So that's 5 right there.
Yep.
So 50, you know, he fits in there. Like I wouldn't put 50 outside maybe the top 6 or 7 in Queens. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in there, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And then you talk for the New York City.
Nah, he not top 10 though. No,
that's tough.
That's a tough question.
That's tough.
Well, and again, no slight to 50. I believe in learning more about 50 because, like you said, understanding the human being. Because I read his books, the 50th Law, which is a great read, and a lot of what his mindset from a business standpoint to do that. I believe that the music was simply a loss leader. Like I'm gonna do this stuff, and my focus is doing this film joint, which he's doing very well, by the way. And I think that's he was intended to do that, which is a very strategic move, and I salute him for that. And I think to your point, he knows where he's at. He's like, all right, this is how far this buck's gonna go. But I got this door, I can go here. I'm gonna go here and focus on that, which makes sense, which is good business. Yeah. LL did it too. I mean, he moved out to Cali. He's now on CBS.
Rest is history.
All the time.
Rest is history.
You know what I mean? There you go. All right. Thank you for the question, M Stacks. I don't know where you at, but whatever.
Now I ain't even mentioned DMC.
Yeah.
DMC.
Oh my God.
Great, and you got to do it in context. Like when DMC was rhyming. He was DMC.
DMC. Devastating, Mike. Sure. All right, next question. Did y'all know the dude that was arrested for the Waukesha parade speeding around was a rapper, Math Boy Fly? The dude has a video and had the same damn red SUV in the video. Hashtag rap snitches kniches. Hashtag RIP Doom. Hashtag dumbass. I saw the mugshot and I saw the video, and this person who sent this statement is absolutely correct, and I was stunned.
Yo, first of all, I'm gonna say a moment of silence.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, a moment of silence for that situation. Let's get it clear.
I heard like a 6-year-old boy had died, bringing up the total of 6 people dying.
Yeah, man.
And it didn't have to go down like that.
It did not.
Like if you haven't seen the video, try to look at the video if you can.
It's a difficult video.
And it's like a movie, but these ain't extras.
Yep, not extras.
And a lot of old people die. Some people, grandmother and grandfather died pointless. Yo, when I saw it, I said, I don't care who it is. I don't care if they was white or black. For me, there's 2 types of people in the world. You good or you bad. And he's a bad one. I said, man, they should bring back public execution. They should hang this dude. And I'm serious, man, because if that was your grandparent or your son.
Here comes the hate now.
Yeah, bring it on, man. If that was your son.
Yeah, because you're right. That's what I'm saying. If that was my kid,
man, listen.
We're going to there's going to be some problems.
Listen. It's
going to be problems.
Y'all seen Django? I'm serious, man. I hate to make these overtures toward this grandiose
Who that is on that
view.
Who that is on that
death.
Who that is on that damn
on that nag. Who that is on that nag? That was funny. Samuel L. Did he get an Academy Award for that?
I don't know.
My God. I might go watch Django.
I digress. I was like, oh my God.
But my point is, man, he need, like in Singapore, when I was over in Singapore in like 1995, that was around the same time, the little boy had sprayed graffiti on the wall in Singapore.
Yeah.
And they fined him, and they said, nah, it's a public flogging for doing that. And the U.S. tried to intervene. There's nothing they can do, and they whipped his ass. They whipped that white boy ass. Yo, we need something like that to deter this malfeasance. Detour. Because you see what's happening with, I know this is a far cry from what we're talking about, murder. Do you see what's happening in the Bay, the smash and grab stuff?
Yes.
Because people think it's cool to do.
Yep.
If I was 17, 16, 15 years old.
Probably be right there with him.
Right there with him.
Right there
with him. But when I was growing up, I knew it wasn't the thing to do. Just like selling dope, I knew it wasn't the thing to do.
Go get the money.
To go sell dope when I was a teen.
Go get the money.
But I was like, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. I made a choice.
Yes.
As a teen.
You just hit it right on the head. Made a choice.
Because everybody wasn't, you had people wilding, but not like that. You had a few people I was cool with that was doing that. So I was, but this dude speaks to a whole society of people who are now, because he was just locked up for running over his girlfriend
Like a little before, he got out on $1,000 bail bond. Who does that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You
that's
get
crazy.
bailed out for $1,000 for running over your girlfriend. So we don't value black women now?
Yeah.
If she is black, we don't value women at all?
Yeah. That's a whole nother conversation.
Come on, man. That's a life.
Yeah, it's a life.
$1,000?
Yeah. Yo, band, just throw it on there.
Yo, we need to whip his ass or something.
You know what? You know
What's his name again?
The rapper name? I don't have his
the rapper name.
Math Boy Fly.
Jesus Christ.
Math Boy Fly. You know, I was just about to, not to go off topic, but it's still on topic. This is where, if you from the hood, if somebody whoops somebody's ass, it ain't happening again.
Exactly.
It's not.
Exactly.
It's not happening again because folks saw what happened on the block. It got resolved on the block, and everybody moves on. Now everybody's got a piece and talking wild. So what did MOP say? If you're gonna grab yours, I'm gonna grab mine because I'd rather be judged by 12 than laid by 6.
Speak.
I mean, hey,
speak. And then you got Young Dolph situations.
There you go. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you gonna do? Speaking of which. Next question.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Jadakiss. Next question. Jadakiss spoke on the tragedy on Young Dolph and noted correctly that hip hop culture needs to stop killing his own artists. But isn't that oxymoronic for Jada to say? See the locks. Maybe it's a new perspective as an OG. Thoughts? I see your point. Whoever sent this question in, I don't know if the locks is a representation of that point. I don't think. I really don't think that because. Locks was speaking. I mean, like they were just reporting the news. No connection to CNN, but I'm talking Capone and Noriega, by the way, right? But they're just reporting what's going on. And Locks was talking situations, which a lot of hip hop acts were doing. Now, the change with that, I guess, going, and I'm just giving this person the benefit of the doubt, is that the direction of the current artist change the language to where I'm going to do XYZ to you, right? And that really wasn't mainly what that was a couple years ago. It was like, yo, if you do this, I'm gonna respond. But now it's just linear, like, yo, I'm gonna come get you, XYZ so and so. Now I see that as a context to where he's going insane, but I don't think the Locks is a representation of that.
All rap beef, you know, has that monicum of violence.
Yes.
But there's rules to
the engagement.
Rules of engagement. Yes. Exactly. Even when Shan and Chris was battling.
Yep.
Shan said, I got a some with a full clip. You might say to yourself that's a BB gun, but the place where I'ma shoot you, it'll just take one. If you know what I know, you'll kill that. No, so you talk about popping Chris in the head.
Yeah.
But Shan wasn't gonna go grab a gat and look for Chris.
So it was tough talk.
Yeah. It's artistic banter. But these dudes is actually talk. They even with the Locks, I when I think of Kiss, I thought he rhymed more about dope or like you said, hood stuff than actually clapping somebody. Yeah. So, but when you, here's the thing. I think the beef for these guys, it ain't on the record. It's a personal beef.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
And then
I absolutely agree with you on that.
It's a personal beef
that spills over. That. Yes.
And then they may have spoke about it on the record from a personal beef.
Look at the situation with right now with Soulja Boy, right? I don't follow him, but I see the language he's spitting.
That's a personal beef.
And that's a person. Clearly, to me, it feels like it's personal. And that's what gets people clapped.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
You know what? You might knock on that.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
But I heard who he beat.
I forgot who it was.
Actually, and he was talking cash about Dolph, right?
He was talking cash about Dolph.
Now
really that. I think it was more about that's Dolph. That's not my situation.
I pray.
I guess the lack of sympathy. I don't know.
The lack of sympathy.
Yeah.
I pray whatever it is because Dolph got people that love him.
Yes. And people can
Yeah.
spill that over.
Yeah, and all it's gonna take is somebody. It happened to Pop. It happened to Big.
Yep.
It happened to everybody since then. My man in Miami.
Yep.
It happened to.
Extension.
Yep. It happened to Pop Smoke.
Happened as Nipsey.
Nip. So King
Vaughn.
all these cats, man. Where it's a personal, because these dudes ain't just rhyming, they talking on social media.
Yeah. Rap snitches, knitches,
Them ain't
telling on their
raps.
business.
That's like a personal beef. If
You see the eyewitness? Yo, right here.
listen,
RP Doom, man. Doom.
if somebody like addressing me on social media, I'm taking that. That's not a rap.
Yeah.
That's serious. I gotta come find you
That's
now.
direct. And you don't want that.
Nah, man.
Hey, not for nothing. Let's see.
Yo, let's
said.
stop the violence, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Chris Ben told us.
This Vince said this.
Self-destruction.
All right, next question. Hashtag Stoop Talk. So at Josie Wells, I've heard from other hip hop journalists about the Kid Rock track that is, quote, anti-woke. Do you think he has a point on the basis of having an anti-woke approach? See lyrics below. Apologies in advance for presenting this new level of whackness. LOL is getting a lot of play here in Berlin. Interesting. So here's a quote of the bar. Here's a couple bars, courtesy of Kid Rock. He says, quote, "So what the F's up with all the backlash? You snowflakes, here's a news flash. And these minions and their agendas. Every opinion has a millennial offended. But this Amendment 1, it rings true. If you don't dissent, bitch, then see number 2. Okay.
I like it. Because if you don't know your Constitution, then you ain't gonna know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's
He's talking
true.
about the Second Amendment.
Yeah, he's
Like,
talking about, if you don't respect what I'm saying. We just talked about the last question. If you don't like what I'm saying, then you come with me, then I'm going to exercise my second right, which is the right to bear arms.
and
To flare arms, wherever we feel arms. So the MOP reference.
long as he keep it on wax and not social media, I'm cool with it. But check it. But see, this is what we need. I think we need this because here we go again all over 1991 when 2 Live Crew was basically just having fun on a record, saying what they want to say.
You talking about Band in the USA?
Yes.
Is that 91? I thought it was 89.
It was 89. I know,
But it's Band in the USA.
I know it's
for
somewhere
sure.
along,
It's somewhere in that
along
pocket.
that time in
Yes.
that pocket. So here you go again. You have people, not just artists, but people fighting for the right to voice their opinions without being chastised by a small percentage of people, really.
Yes,
But
yes.
social media make them seem like they loom so large when it's actually a small populace of the people that's actually pushing back. It's like you got these tattletales in the classroom when the teacher leaves and people act up and class is crazy and everybody settle down. You got some, they did it, pointing at you, and you're like, So I ain't got no problem with the Kid Rock lyric. I think it's needed because this wokeness and this correctness, we're going too far. It's enough space in this world for a person to be who they are.
Yes,
you may
they
not
are.
agree with them, but they're not supposed to be like you. They're supposed to be like who they are, and you're supposed to be like who you are.
And
You're
just
not
keep
the
it
thought.
moving.
Yeah, you're not the thought police.
Here's the thing about this. Now, first of all, yes, it's Kid Rock that's saying this, which there is some truth to this, which I agree with you on that. But this is Kid Rock, okay?
Hold on, you can't say it like this. You got to say, "This is Kid." His name is Kid Rock. Boom,
It's-
ding, ding,
it's-
ding, ding, ding,
it's-
ding, 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 ding.
Listen, here's the thing. He has a point on what you just said is true, right? But here's the thing with the everyone is going to give their perspective on this, right? So if we are highlighting Kid Rock on this bar or collective of bars, right? Shouldn't we have the same thought process perhaps for women towards hip hop music too, that may have said a lot more vulgar stuff, right? Here's my and just keeping it a band. I mean, this goes back to the individual. See, now personally, he's just saying his piece and keep it moving, right? Now, I do see where you're going with the anti-woke stuff, right? Everyone needs to just keep it moving. It is what it is, right? But the society is feeding this fire that's pointing that, you've seen the Spider-Man meme that's everybody pointing at you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, right? But from a hip-hop standpoint, he gonna spit his bars and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. So if y'all getting, and I'm saying this is everybody, but if this was on front page news on XXL or Hip Hop DX, right? What's the response gonna be? Is it gonna be a cancel element, which shouldn't happen? See Travis Scott, for example, right? Or is it something to where we're recognizing that this creative is saying something of their perspective and spawning other folks to do the same? Exactly. Because the point of what I'm going with that is that other MCs have been doing this for a mighty long time, but not talking about this one thing that's pushing your button. That's my point. So this is where I go back once again, which I've said many times on this show, for those watching on YouTube, is that individualism is going to feed to their own choices, which feeds the output, right? And that goes in hip hop too, right? You're gonna say somebody whack, I'm gonna say somebody dope.
Exactly.
Keep it moving.
Smith and Wesson.
Yeah,
DOS
we
Effects.
talked about that. Theory. He believes DOS Effects is higher than Smith and Wesson in the hip microphone master. I disagree.
So
I disagree.
It's the same. It's
the
the
same
same argument.
It's the same argument. It is.
So it's all
right,
a
I'm
matter
done.
of choice. Like
I'm
you,
done. I'm
like
through.
we have to
I'm
stop.
through. I'm through. Not done. I'm through.
Honestly, I think the wokeness wheels are starting to fall off the bus. People are tired of being told what they can say, what they can do, what they can put in their body, what they can't put in their body, where they can go, who they can vote for, who they can't vote for, where they can live, where they can. People are tired of that.
I'm gonna do me pause, and I've been doing me pause, and I'm gonna keep it moving. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
I'm an OG.
I'm
an OG.
I'm gonna do me.
and hay roofs on their houses, and the cats and dogs won't sleep on the roof. When it rained, the roofs got slippery and the cats and dogs won't slide off of the roofs. Therefore it was raining cats and dogs.